Welcome back to United Top News, your home for all the latest Manchester United updates, breaking news and inside stories from Old Trafford. Today's headline is causing serious debate. The dressing room has reportedly made its stance clear on a new deal for Harry Maguire, and some players believe it would be madness if the club doesn't offer him fresh terms. From contract twists and overseas interest to injury scares and a surprising resurgence under Michael Carrick, we've got everything you need to know. Let's get straight into it. Stance on new Harry Maguire contract emerges madness. Manchester United have yet to tie Harry Maguire down to a new contract, but the England defender's Old Trafford teammates are said to want him to be offered fresh terms. The majority of Manchester United stars believe it would be madness if the club decide against trying to reach an agreement with Harry Maguire over a new contract, it has been claimed. The England star, 32 years old, has enjoyed a renaissance since losing the club captaincy under Erik ten Hag, and there has been growing support from the fan base when it comes to the possibility of a new deal, with Maguire's current term set to expire at the end of the 2025-26 season. Maguire, who joined United for €80 million from Leicester City back in 2019, has continued to lead by example even without the armband, both prior to and during Michael Carrick's impressive interim reign, and his teammates apparently want him to be rewarded with fresh terms. A source told The Sun, the players think it would be madness if he was not offered a new deal. Harry has endured plenty of ups and downs at United, but has come through all that and is playing really well. He is very well respected in the dressing room and is passing on a lot of knowledge to some of the younger players like Ayden Heaven and Leny Yoro. Everyone likes him and respects him, and the majority of the players want the club to give him a deal. The report goes on to add that United, if they do offer Maguire a new deal, will likely push for a lower agreement than the 190,000 euros a week package the defender currently has, consisting of a lower base wage with more performance-related bonuses. When it comes to renegotiating, Maguire could hold all the cards. He is now free to discuss a free transfer with clubs from overseas after entering the final 6 months of his contract, and it has been well documented that he has suitors abroad. It was claimed that AC Milan were interested in the former Hull City man back in January, while other reports have claimed that Maguire's agent has also held talks with clubs from Turkey. Meanwhile, Manchester United handed boost after injury worry versus West Ham. Harry Maguire was replaced by Leny Yoro in the draw with West Ham after appearing to pick up a knock earlier in the contest. Harry Maguire took part in Manchester United's latest training session at Carrington, alleviating fears he had picked up an injury in the draw with West Ham on Tuesday. Maguire looked to have picked up a hamstring injury in the first half at the London Stadium. The centre-back was seen holding the back of his leg following a tangle with El Hadji Malik Diouf. Maguire played on, but he was replaced by Leny Yoro shortly before the 70-minute mark, leading to speculation that the defender might have been feeling the effects of the challenge. However, he took part in the latest training session at Carrington and does not appear to have picked up a knock. The draw with West Ham saw Maguire start his 5th consecutive game for United since returning from a thigh injury last month. The England international has been a regular since Michael Carrick took charge of the club and has been key to United's upturn in form. United have recorded as many clean sheets since Carrick took charge last month as they had managed in their previous 23 games. Maguire has already missed 2 months of the season through injury and had struggled to cement his place in former manager Ruben Amorim's plan prior to his sacking. The 32-year-old has started just 9 Premier League games this time as he bids to convince the club that he should be offered a new contract. So, what do you think, Reds? Should Manchester United reward Harry Maguire with a new contract, even if it means restructuring his $190,000 a week deal? Or is it time for the club to move in a different direction? With reported interest from clubs like AC Milan and overseas talks already happening, the situation could move quickly. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this update, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to United Top News for daily Manchester United content. See you in the next one. Manchester United chief Sir Jim Ratcliffe could face FA action over controversial immigration rant. Manchester United co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe caused controversy on Wednesday when he said the UK had been colonized by immigrants and could now face action from the FA. Sir Jim Ratcliffe could be punished by the Football Association even after the Manchester United co-owners have begged apology. FA Chief Executive Mark Bullingham confirmed the Legal and Regulation Department are looking at Ratcliffe's controversial colonial comments. Ratcliffe has now offered a partial apology for his remarks, which have caused a huge backlash and could land the billionaire businessman in major trouble with the FA. The FA are examining the comments before deciding whether to launch a full-scale investigation after Ratcliffe claimed immigrants have led to the UK being colonized. Bullingham said, "I can't comment too much on that. Obviously, it's a matter that our legal and regulation team are working to. If it goes into a process, then I can't pass comment." Ratcliffe has been condemned by fan groups, anti-racism groups, and also politicians, including Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer and Mayor of Greater Manchester and Barnum. The outrage finally caused Ratcliffe to rail back, but the damage has already been done. Ratcliffe said in a statement, "I am sorry that my choice of language has offended some people in the UK and Europe and caused concern, but it is important to raise the issue of controlled and well-managed immigration that supports economic growth. My comments were made while answering questions about UK policy at the European Industry Summit in Antwerp, where I was discussing the importance of economic growth, jobs, skills and manufacturing in the UK. My intention was to stress that governments must manage migration alongside investment in skills, industry and jobs so that long-term prosperity is shared by everyone. It is critical that we maintain an open debate on the challenges facing the UK." Burnham said the comments were inaccurate, insulting, inflammatory. Comments that were against everything for which Manchester has traditionally stood against. And it is the inflammatory element that the FA are likely to look at most closely to see whether that could prompt a full investigation and further action. Starmer said the comments were disgraceful and deeply divisive, while he also said Ratcliffe should apologize immediately. The Manchester United Muslim Supporters Club, MUMAC, said Ratcliffe has used language frequently used in far-right narratives. A statement said, "Manchester United is a global club built on diversity, on players, staff and supporters from every background, faith and ethnicity. The strength of our club and of our country lies in that diversity. We stand with all communities who reject racism, anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, and hatred in all its forms, and we call for leadership that unites rather than divides." Meanwhile, Marcus Rashford's Manchester United return gets seal of approval as he's given assurances. Manchester United loanee Marcus Rashford has been given the green light to return to his parent club after a route back opened up. Former Manchester United coach René Meulensteen believes Marcus Rashford can resurrect. Former Manchester United coach René Meulensteen believes Marcus Rashford can resurrect his Old Trafford career this summer. and it's all thanks to interim manager Michael Carrick changing the environment back at the Theatre of Dreams. The climate is a lot less tense at United compared to when Rashford left the club to join Barcelona on loan last summer. At the time, Ruben Amorim was still in charge and had made it clear he was not prioritizing the England international. But Mullenstein believes Carrick, who played alongside Rashford at Old Trafford, could transform the entire conversation. And the forward isn't the only ex-United star who could make a comeback after showing signs of progress elsewhere.